palace. We walk towards our palace after an exquisite day in nature, full of play and joy. The transition from outside in nature and the entry into the palace is smooth and gentle, as the palace incorporates the natural surroundings in perfect harmony. With its beautiful and colorful design. The light golden walls of the palace are a magical fusion with the environment. The large windows invite the outside natural environment to enter. And the golden walls are like a canvas that mirror the magnificent natural surroundings. Displaying them like ever-changing pieces of art. Walking on the pure golden floor is like walking on water. The pure gold is malleable beneath my feet. Soft and cushioning, it takes the shape of my feet as I step on it lightly, and then returns to its original form. The palace is decorated inside with beauty offered by Mother Nature from her mines. Gold and precious stones create an astonishing combination of colors. They reflect the light as it dances from precious stone to precious stone. And all the materials are translucent. Just creates a feeling of unlimited vision.
वो दिन कितने प्यारे थे, ये दिन भी कितने प्यारे हैं, तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे, तब बाबा
अपने सर्व तपस्वी राज बच्चों को देख, तपस्वी भी हो और राज अधिकारी भी, इसलिए तपस्वी राज तपस्या अर्थात राज्य अधिकारी बनना, तपस्या राजा बनाती। तो सभी राजा बने होना, तपस्या का बल क्या फल देता है? अधीन से अधिकारी अर्थात राजा बना दे। इसलिए गायन भी है कि तपस्या से राज भाग्य प्राप्त होता है। भाग्य कितना श्रेष्ठ है, ऐसा भाग्य सारे कल्प में किसी को भी प्राप्त नहीं हो सकता। क्यों? जानते हो, इतना बड़ा भाग्य है जो भाग्य विधाता को अपना बना दिया। एक एक अलग भाग्य मांगने की आवश्यकता नहीं, सर्व भाग्य भाग्य विधाता से वर्षे में ले लिया। वर्षा कभी मांगा नहीं जाता, सर्व भाग्य भाग्य विधाता ने स्वयं ही दिया। तपस्या अर्थात आत्मा कहती है मैं तेरी तू मेरा, इसको ही तपस्या कहा जाता। बच्चे, मैं आपके सदा साथ हूँ।
Shanti, Avyak signals in order to pass in the final test, increase the power to discern. Each one of you is a master creator. A master creator can discern his own power through his creation. As is the seed, so is the fruit that emerges from it. If the seed is not powerful, then sometimes flowers and fruits will emerge, but will not be worthy of being accepted. If the seed is not powerful, its creation will not be worthy to be accepted. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avikti Parivar. Today's day 26. Creating heaven inside ourselves. Emperors of Truth. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Everyone okay, happy, right? Baba every day gives us some new titles. Title Baba gave is Rishi Raj. And then Baba is saying that actually tapasya is to claim your right to kingdom. So we are Rishi Raj and we are very fortunate. And I like when Baba said that the creator or one who bestows the fortune belongs to you. Just imagine, Bhagya Vidata belongs to me. And Baba is making tapasya so easy. Baba belongs to me, I belong to Baba. And the kingdom which we are claiming is the inheritance. And Baba says nobody asks for inheritance. But Baba has given us the right to inheritance. So having this awareness of what are my attainments in inheritance, now one should feel very natural remembrance of Baba internally. Just keeping Baba's qualities and what he does. It's Baba's task and we are helpers. In any form, in any relationship, just keep thinking of Baba. Keep remembering Baba is very important, right? One is getting knowledge, which we are fortunate, but other is to understand knowledge. So our fortune is that we all understand knowledge. Because actually knowledge means understanding, no? Samaj. Samaj is understanding, right? And not only we just understand, but we are able to adopt it, practice it. We are able to become that. Everyone is making efforts, everyone. Even maybe there are some less percentage or less speed, but still making effort. to know the truth, understand the truth, then follow the truth, and then becoming the truth, right? And it takes really 1 second for us to be, who am I? First truth is, who am I? I am a peaceful soul. I am Baba's child. It takes 1 second for us to make our mind stable on that thought. There are so many people, they complain, we can't have concentration, we cannot be peaceful. How can our mind be peaceful? Mind is wandering, so many thoughts, so many desires. But if you recognize your truth, recognize you yourself as that truth, it takes just 1 second really to be in that image, to be in that form. And every time I am able to touch that truth within myself, I find some more power is awakening. More awakening is happening. And soul feels very, very blissful. Very blissful. There is a lot of difference between happiness and bliss. You will find that all these gurus, right, after their sannyas renunciation, the names they are given, the last part of the name is Anand. Paramanand, Brahmanand, Anand is the last. That means they have gone beyond sorrow and happiness. Because we get something, we are happy, we lose something, there is sorrow. So it's always game of sorrow and happiness. But once you recognize truth, like Vivekananda, enlightened happened, his intellect became enlightened and Anand. Baba also Sat Chit Anand. Sat Chit Anand. So we all have to think about that now I am ruling. See, ruling is not controlling or giving directions, right? Ruling here is that you know how do you rule your body. It's not by giving order, do this, this is right, this is not right, no. But every organ is naturally obeying you because that's self-sovereignty actually. So the king is very gentle, very respectful. We hear different stories of different kings. Sometimes we imagine. But there was a time king was seen as a judge, right? So people will go, or one who can help or fulfill all the desires. So if they need, they will go to king. For judgment, they will go to king. And king had power to discern and decide and give judgment in a very, very true way. So we also have to see that our intellect's capacity based on the truth, governing, but also based on truth. I think we need to experiment it. We need to practice it and see, as it is said that you are master creator, so creation will be like master, right? If you are seed of the mango tree, sweet, all the mangoes will be sweet. But if seed is not of good quality, and here the seed is our thoughts, always, always have beautiful, elevated, pure thoughts, always. That is our bliss, right? One is clean thought, pure thought, then is elevated thought, then is auspicious thoughts. Auspicious. We call it Shubh. Shuddha and Shubh. That means always, always think very auspicious for yourself, for others also. And it gives so much joy, it gives so much power, so much bliss, right? So then what we become? A true king. It's just you're ruling, taking care of your own body with lot of love, gentleness. You have to make it work, but not by using stick, right? But it's sweetly, gently, naturally, because body is part of the nature, right? And we love nature, not attachment, but respect your body also. Because body is also from 5 elements. Not too tired, not too lazy, right? Balance, proper balance of everything, action and yoga, detached and loving, master and child. Many, many balances. And that helps to nurture the body, take care of body. Baba's all children should look well, right? Everyone's face should be like blossom flower. Beauty of purity, beauty of love, beauty of peace, right? All that is truth, all that is beautiful. So tomorrow we will practice and experience what is to be a true king. And since morning, how to take care of our body with love and gentleness. Om Shanti.
Good evening, Mohini Didi.
Good
And
evening.
of course, the whole Avyakti family. Wonderful Murli this morning. And this one line of being an instrument is a means of making your fortune. So yeah, so how do you see that? And because sometimes, you know, and especially with the use of this word instrument, we get it confused maybe with roles sometimes. And so what is the truth of being an instrument? Because Baba said even in being an instrument, that you don't take on the responsibility, that the mistake is by thinking that we're responsible. And again, I'm remembering something kind of connected with that you had once said that I never forgot that the quality of honesty, and of course that would be part of truth, that honesty won't blame anyone else, and that forgiveness is about honesty too. And so this thing of how to be an honest instrument, and
you know, we translate one word which is called nimit into instrument, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, nimit is like as if you have been appointed,
Wow.
It's instrument is like, okay, God is using me. But other is my awareness is of being nimit in the sense of Baba has given me that role. It's Baba who has given me that role. So I am just nimit. So Baba is responsible. I am just nimit. Nimit is in a way where you are very detached also because you are just nimit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you have that humility and then also keep reminding yourself, if I am nimit, then I have to be accurate, right? It's not that I am nimit and I do whatever. You are obedient, you are respectful, and you are accurate in whatever you do. Because this word nimit, if it is in the intellect and in awareness, then deeply within you are really connected with Baba also. Who made me nimit? So remembrance also becomes very natural. So I will ask everyone to think little bit on word nimit, And of course, the best translation is that I'm an instrument, but it's difference between being nimit and being instrument. I relate to word nimit very much. So some of you can look into more,
Mm.
the word and exact meaning, the way you can best understand.
Mm. Yeah, I like that if if I do have the consciousness, I'm an instrument, then the obligation is for accuracy. And then going back to, again, the commentary this evening about the palaces. Did you like that?
Yeah, when they were thinking about the floor, I was thinking, like I was feeling I'm walking on in the grass and it's like a carpet,
Yeah.
Very, very beautiful in the nature and yeah.
In the same way that you said that the seed is thought, and that the thought then will produce whatever is the quality. The seed will produce whatever is the quality of the thought in terms of the fruit. And going back to when we first did this exquisite expressions, and one of the things from Daddy Janki, which I find very, very interesting, must have been a class that she gave in Australia. And she said that it will be the emperor and empress who will be responsible for the design of the palaces. They won't do physical work, but they will intuitively know what to do. So she said that the emperor will be responsible for giving shape to the palace, because we've already created our palace before we leave this body. So she said it's the two things which were mentioned, the structure and the decoration. And so she said the structure was based on like the 8 powers, that it's almost like every time you kind of create a sanskar through the virtues or whatever, you're giving some kind of a structure, that you're imparting that so that it even influences matter, in that sense of when you're building something, and that your palace will almost be a reflection of who you are in the confluence age, in terms of what is the structure you gave to your life and what was the decoration, how your life was decorated with virtues. So please tell me on that basis, what is your palace going to be like?
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
Yeah.
The explanation that they gave is really interesting.
Yeah.
I think that it will be big palace, definitely, But yeah, I think I will have to think about it. It's something very interesting that what the structure will be like.
Because just thinking about it, like all of the palaces and the castles and everything that have been built from the Copper Age onwards would be connected with the sanskars either of attack or defense. You know, they were warrior structures, even though it may have been royalty who was living in them. And so it really made sense to me, that idea of you know, that who you are also influences the structure. And so definitely, as you say, your palace will be big. I think, I don't know if I think for mine, I think there certainly would have to be room for plenty of friends, you know, for lots of socializing. I'm not sure what else. You'll have a big kitchen as well.
One thing is palaces which were more called fort.
Yes.
So they had walls, big walls,
yes,
for defending their kingdom. But we won't have that, definitely.
No,
We won't
definitely.
be. So it won't be a fort, because
No.
they have palace with the fort.
Yes.
But our palaces will be, I think it will be like open, not any walls as
Yes.
boundary.
Absolutely.
And that means you are walking in the nature
Yes.
without any boundaries. That definitely will be there. And I'm seeing that, you know, it's like it's some structure in beautiful nature, you know, surrounded by nature.
Yes. Yeah.
That definitely I can feel, because when commentary was there, I felt I'm walking in the grass, which is like velvet, you know, very beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that will be there. And I think also there will be certain ways where there will be good ventilation, you know, in the sense of you don't have windows or small ventilators, but it will be like open, where there will be free flow of air. And because of that, there will be natural coolness also, because there is breeze, you know, so breeze coming in. And so also that experience of that freshness. Somewhere I find that whatever the palace structure is, it was very much connected with the nature, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I am with. I am kind of feeling that I would love to have, you know, not any walls, and there will
Right.
be
That everything's open.
yeah.
Very
Even-
open. And
yeah. And then of course there are bedrooms where we sleep, or even dining room might be something like very open, you know.
yeah, I
Where
would think. And
your
even
friend,
Baba, he always talks about the palaces made of gold. And I suppose even that too would be to the extent, because not everybody will have a palace, right? I don't think everybody's going to live in a palace.
Mhm.
But again, the souls who became real gold, right? That automatically they molded themselves. There was the dance of sanskars here. They molded themselves and became real gold. And so that gold will automatically, you know, be theirs in the golden age for the purpose of building.
what even the bricks there, or whatever material they will use, because in the end, during destruction, all the metals, you know, there is gold in the bank, or all the
Yeah.
metal get dissolved again in the elements. So the brick will have brightness or shining like of gold and of silver, and many different, all the metals will be sparkling. So it's not something artificially
No.
gold is painted with gold, but because the clay itself will have all the metals. So it will sparkle, you know, in the sense of at the night time when we will look at. But real gold, if there is light, it can blind you, like you feel very strong. But I like this whole concept of all the metals in the clay, and the tiles which we create, and the
Yeah.
bricks which we create will have a very beautiful sparkle, you know, like
Sparkle and sheen. Yeah.
That's what I think about it.
Beautiful.
Same
So,
like fertilizer, no fertilizer for the fruits, and everything will be very real, it will be natural.
yeah,
No chemicals and nothing artificial.
yeah,
So it will be so good to have fruits from those trees.
yeah. And
Be,
I was thinking the other evening, I think one of the things was about food, and the way that I had seen it at the time when I did it a couple of years ago, that that there would be different kinds of fruit for what stage of life you were at, and that that the low hanging fruit, the elderly people could easily pick it, and the fruits further up, the children could rush up to get it, but it would also have what their bodies required at that stage of their life, that everything was so perfect. Just so I'm going to leave it there in the golden age. And thank you so very much for all that you've given, Mohini Didi.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Yeah,
so let's have the thought for tomorrow. So, Emperors of Truth. Today I practice the Golden Age Sanskara of lovingly ruling the chariot of my body. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Beautiful. So, of course, we will be going to Golden Age, but before that, let's see the Golden Age in Confluence Age, right? So, we are fortunate to go to Golden Age every day, which is our Madhuban. Welcome to Vikti Journey, Madhuban, the forest of honey, where heaven begins. So, now let's get ready. Om Shanti. Wonderful. I tell you, truly, I had been to Madhuban so many times. These areas we have never been to, actually. Have never seen, actually. So it's amazing, We all together, Vikti Parivar, traveling together and seeing every corner of Baba's home. So that was the solar house, actually. And it's amazing how it was built, and our daddies, and they used to go. And our department, we only saw the front part of it. We didn't know it was so big. So, of course, Baba's house is big and unlimited, and everything is unlimited. And there was a general store. Any little thing you need in Madhuban, you can get there. You don't have to go out anywhere. So even it's a little space, but you can get everything. And that also herbal, natural. So amazing. Baba's house provide everything. So I'm sure everyone enjoyed, and we will keep our journey every day. And just to update, couples retreat next weekend. So all those who would like to come with the children, please let us know. We will let you know what are the guidelines, and we can guide you further. So it's a little bit open with the children as well. So please let us know if you are interested to come with your children, and we will give you the guidelines. So it's coming weekend, June 30th to Monday, July 4th. Again, please make a note. The couples who would like to come with the children, please let us know. We will guide you. In here flyer, it says that only for 18 plus. But if your children are under 18 and you are interested to come with the children, please let us know. We will allow you with the children with some guidelines. So please contact us. Thank you. And now let's remember Baba.
Om Shanti. Good night. Om Shanti.